This is How I Sold Your Attention with Travis Chambers, a business growth podcast you actually want to listen to. Epic stories told in a dramatic, narrative format about hacking media, getting people's attention, and turning them into customers. Hear entrepreneurs' most inspiring and personal journeys in making the leap, finding life balance, and scaling it all. This is not your typical business growth podcast. We interview founders, but with a prepared narrative that feels like a fiction novel. But it's not fiction. It's their most personal stories about how they broke free from the corporate norms and made their own way. We explore how exactly they figured out how to get people's attention in a cluttered world, but also how they figured out a better way of living in doing so. I was 26 years old in my dream job, directing social media for feature films at 20th Century Fox. But I didn't have enough time for my newborn daughter. So I left, started my own ad agency, and completely reinvented my life. It sent me on a journey where I've seen into dozens of booming e-commerce companies and the patterns, and not only how they get customers and grow, but the inspiring stories of how these founders woke up, started their business, and won their freedom exactly like I did. This podcast starts off with my story and evolves to other founders' personal stories. Before we begin, I'll share a little bit more about me. I'm a finalist for Forbes 30 Under 30. I've driven 270 million views, 3 million shares, $40 million in sales for clients. I've been featured 5 times in Adweek and also Forbes and NextWeb. I was also behind YouTube's most viral ad of all time with 146 million views, Kobe versus Messi, the selfie shootout for Turkish Airlines. I hope you'll find this podcast a riveting adventure that both educates and inspires you to scale not only your business, but your freedom and lifestyle as well. Thanks for listening to How I Sold Your Attention. Make sure to subscribe to our podcast so you can be notified of episodes that come out every Tuesday and Thursday. And if you like this episode, please share. Also, you can check out our show notes at chamber.media on the podcast tab. You can help us out by reviewing the show. If you have any questions or ways we can improve, email me at travis@chamber.media.